welcome back to Fem Friday. I'm home visiting in New Jersey, and these are some of my best friends. And so I thought we would do a chit-chat about modern dating. So, do you guys want to talk a little bit about
modern dating?
Well,
yeah,
I think maybe
exactly.
we should talk about, like, maybe start off with our relationship status. So, I just got out of a 3-year relationship. Like, literally in, I think, July it officially ended, but then, like, you know.
Yes.
I got out of a 7-year relationship in March. So we're talking, I started dating before Tinder existed. I started dating before, like, Bumble and, like, a lot of other things.
Yeah,
so,
pretty
yeah,
much
things
all
are
of,
different
like,
now.
the whole
modern
spectrum
dating.
of
Things are different now.
I
Even
mean,
texting wasn't that big.
Forever.
I've been single for a very long time. Like, I don't even count the semi-relationship that I had. Like,
So, I will
I don't think that
say,
counts.
I think, how do I put this? Coming out of a 3-year relationship, I feel like I completely, like, I walked into a totally new world, and I missed this gap where the dating world completely changed. Like, I honestly feel like I missed something. I don't know.
All of a sudden.
For sure.
I mean, you were in a relationship longer than I, and, like, all of a sudden, like...
Before Tinder, like, now I'm on Tinder, and I'm like, what are this? Like, what do I do?
Yeah, it's
I
so
have
weird.
a power to swipe left or right.
Well, I
Like,
mean,
yes.
You use Tinder probably the most. Like, you haven't used it
I
yet.
haven't used it yet.
I go on Tinder, but I've yet... Not like the most out of like anyone. I just mean like out of us.
You actively.
You know?
So I, for one, like I know for me, I just haven't gotten to that point yet where that I feel that I need to use Tinder. Like I haven't gotten into it. But you go ahead, talk about your experience with Tinder.
A few dates from Tinder. We're talking like the amount of dates on my hand. Like it hasn't been. I'm an avid user, but yeah, it's been great. I haven't had any complaints. I think that. You know, for the most part, if you're upfront and honest about what it is that your intentions are on Tinder, then it's going to reciprocate just the same way.
Do you feel like that works, that you're able to, like, basically put it on your Tinder account, like, what you want and either take it or leave it? Like, do you feel like that?
Yeah. At first, my bio said something about, like, oh, you know, like, I like travel, puppies, and love. And, like, everyone was, like, swiping right. And I realized that after I put, I'm not interested in a casual hookup, the amount of likes and matches that I get has dropped. Not significantly, but, like, it did make a difference.
It does.
Put it that way, like, oh, you filter out the guys.
Yeah.
And, like, the guys that are going to be the ones that, like, just want one thing, like, it shows immediately. Like, they're actually quite upfront about it.
Yeah, like looking for a casual hookup. Why not?
Yeah, they're not afraid to say it. Like, one of the first few messages you get, like, you're going to know what their intentions are for the most part.
But you
with,
know
like,
what,
Tinder
though?
and stuff.
I will say, though, that's not the case in real life. Like, in real life, you don't get...
No, not at all.
Question, with this new form of modern dating, quote-unquote, do you guys not believe that hookup culture has become mixed into this modern dating?
Yes,
Yeah,
because now you
it
have things
has.
called like situationships
Sure.
where we hook up casually all the
Situationships.
time, but we're not
Yes.
like officially in a relationship.
Thing.
I mean, that's cool and I'm cool with that, but bitch, you gotta buy me dinner.
Is it wrong of me to expect a date before I get in bed with you? Like,
Why
that's
should
just...
I pay $30-something for a bikini wax or whatever it is that we're getting? No, like let's
No, you're right though. You get ready for a date.
$30 for my nails to get done to look good for
My
you.
hair has to be good.
Mr.
Like,
Casual Hookup, only to get in return like, oh, like this was cool. Bye. I mean, I don't have that situation, but you know, it's something to think about, ladies. Get your man to buy you dinner, or not your man to buy you dinner.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, I think they should
at
be
least once
taking you out on a date. Like,
like
don't.
no one wants
coffee
to
or
go
something.
on. No one goes on dates anymore. Like, that's literally, if there's, you know, it hasn't been long, obviously, that I've been single, and I'm not really actively looking, but I have noticed right off the bat that no one's dating anymore. That just, like, actually going to the movies and out to dinner, like, that doesn't
And then when they ask you, it's not like they're asking you, would you like to go on a date? Like, nobody says that.
No,
like, they'll be like, do you want to hang out? And
Yes.
what does that mean? Like, what does that
Can I
mean?
just say, I didn't know what that
Like, no, seriously, though, it's so true. Like, you don't know what they mean by that. If you say, can I take you out on a date, I'm going to assume in my head what a typical date. You're going to take me to dinner, movies, right? You're going to treat me well.
like that's
you say, I want to hang out. I don't know. You might just want to hook up. Or
Do you think modern day feminism has impacted some in some way or another dating.
Yes,
I
do.
do.
I think it's used a lot of times as a scapegoat for guys to not have more respect for women.
Yes.
And also for
Yes.
women
You're
to not uphold
independent
that respect for
woman.
themselves. They're like, well, you know, like it is 2017, like it is modern.
Right,
day.
they justify
Well,
it with that.
I feel
Yeah.
like
And
it's
that's
kind of
cool.
changed like again, like everyone says like chivalry is dead, and for the most part it is, and I think that guys use feminism as an excuse for that. They're like,
right.
well, if you want to be equal, I shouldn't have to open the door for you.
Yeah.
And it's not that I need you to open the door. Of course I can open the door myself. But it's a nice gesture that you're doing for me. Like, I would do something nice for you. I expect you to give that in return.
I just think this fight for like gender equality has been twisted into this like, oh well, women, you know, like don't
Yeah.
deserve any of the nice
Now
stuff
it's
that
like
they were
even
getting.
more hyper masculine. We're like, you don't deserve that because you're a feminist. It's
Right.
Like, no, like you
Oh,
should be proud to
not
take
quite.
someone out and have someone on your arm. You know, like I guess I'm old fashioned, and I guess that's what it is. But I think
No.
I want
Yeah.
someone to be, you know, because the same way I would do anything for any partner that I was with, even if it was official relationship or not official
Like,
relationship.
I'm not gonna-
I'm there because that I care enough. You
Yeah.
know? So it's
Yeah.
like it's nice to see it reciprocated.
I do
around.
the little things
For
in
sure.
a different way. Like I feel like not that chivalry is never expected, but like if we're
Yeah.
thinking of gender roles, like yeah, the guy's the one that opens the car door. Fine, you open the car door for me, then I'll do something in my own way for you. You know, it does.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily a one-sided thing. Like
Right.
it does go back
Yeah.
and forth. With every little thing that you do, like you do think about the person that you're gonna be spending your time with. So you would hope
Yeah.
that the person that you're dedicating your time to is doing the same little things for you. You know, it's just say
Yeah.
that when. You know, in terms of like dating now, like I don't expect to be paid for. All I want is a good time. Like I want to watch a movie, like someone to go to dinner
Yeah.
with. You know what I mean?
Hold
A good conversation. Like I don't expect you.
But
to
that
pay.
brings up a good point. Like, on the first date, if he's the one that asks you out, do you
Well-
expect him to pay?
Delia has a.
I have another question.
Well, let's.
Wait, let's answer that one. And
Yeah.
It
then,
goes along the lines of this, so you can.
I
Okay.
heard that like okay, if it's the girl's idea to do something, then she should be the one that's paying, and if it's the guy's idea, then he should pay. And I kind of agree with that. Like I don't think that the guy. I mean,
Yeah.
it is so traditional though for a guy to pay for the first date.
I'm not gonna lie, like when I go out on a first date, I'm assuming they're gonna pay. Like
Yeah.
it's not like I'm not gonna offer. Of course I'm gonna offer. That's just like what you do.
Yeah.
And like I have money. It's not like I'm like I go there with no
like,
money.
Trust
Like
me, I
being
buy
like
my own dinner.
you better have bought me
Yeah.
dinner. But you know it is kind of.
Like, is it so wrong to want a
It's
conversation?
number two, you know. But no, you're right. Like you just honestly want to be there and have a good conversation. Like it's
Yeah.
not.
Right.
The paying thing is not as like big of a deal for me as like some people
And
make
that's the
it
thing.
out to be.
When I say take someone out to dinner, I don't mean like you know like wine and dine them, you know, because
Yeah.
you just
Yeah.
69'd them. What I mean is
Ew.
just go out and hang out
You
with
say the
somebody
worst
every so
things.
often. You know, 'cause, like
Oh god.
I mean my point is valid.
no,
It
it's
is.
absolutely true. That's kind of what makes it like even
Yeah,
funnier.
I just like hold a conversation
It's
with
true.
somebody. Why
Yeah.
can't you be there for someone when they're having a bad day? All of a sudden it's like, oh, I have plans, or oh, I'm busy. It's like,
Right,
well,
it's
you
like,
weren't
can't come to
busy
the phone
enough
right now.
to hit me up at 2 a.m, though.
Okay.
Go
So
ahead.
with the ideals of girls can't lie. They want a free meal sometimes. It's nice to have. So with the ideals of that and ideals of like cuffing season now coming along, or people cutting a girl just for Valentine's Day and then dropping them, those things have become a trend kind of. Do you think people are now starting to date more out of convenience for them, or less out of love? What do you guys think?
Like why people are dating?
Or what? Yeah.
Well, I think just as humans, like we look for
Convenience.
companionship. Wait, oh.
Oh.
No, I was gonna say like just in general, like dating, we like enjoying. Well, the whole purpose of us being on this earth together is to enjoy each other's company. Like I think that's why people date. But I think I didn't understand the
I
question.
kind of think it's a little bit of both, to be honest with you.
Like
I think some
convenience
people
and-
it's going to be because it's convenient for them, or because society is telling them that you should be dating someone. So, you know, you kind of feel that pressure from society to, oh my gosh, I'm
like, I
single.
need to
That
be-
means I need
yeah.
to be in a relationship. And
Well, can
I
just
don't
say-
think that that's true. But then I do think that there's people that are honestly just want to be in a relationship because they want to find love and they want to have that companionship.
I
you know?
feel like though, when I was in a relationship, that's what the dating world was. Like people were trying to be in a relationship because they didn't want to be forever alone. Like, forever alone was, like, a thing people would say.
Yeah.
But then I got
That's a
out of
huge
a relationship, and that's not a thing anymore. No one wants to be in anything. Like, no one, I don't know.
I
Everyone's
get tired of it.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, happily alone. Like,
Yeah. And I think, off those lines, like, I think that men think that females, they want a relationship and they want to get married and they want, and they have this, like, sort of super serious thing, and they just assume that, like, just because I know that I want that in my future, that they think I want that now, which is totally not the case.
Like,
and I'm like, you need to calm it down. Like,
I did not.
It's not you, you know. Like,
I did not put professional husband hunter on my bio. For anything, anywhere. You know, it's not on my resume.
It's so weird.
I don't want you like that, boo boo. Realize, you know. I feel like building that kind of a connection, that kind of a commitment to someone, that takes time.
It takes time. It does. Like, I'm not gonna look at you and immediately feel a husband. You know?
Everyone's all freaking out because we live in a society where you have everything right away. Everything's at the top of your
you know what?
fingertips,
That's you're making a great point.
So people are now afraid because they're like, oh my god, like we're gonna date in marriage.
Everything's so immediate at the tip of our fingers for us that
you're like, I know I don't want to be married tomorrow, but the way that our world works and your mind operates now, it's like, you know that once you do something, it happens right away.
For some reason, though, anytime I talk to a guy, they immediately think that I want them to be my boyfriend, and that's when I get, like, this cold shoulder. I'm like, I just wanted a conversation. Like, what happened? Like, it's so weird. They just immediately think that, and I think it's because exactly what you said. We're in a society that everything is so immediate for us that they think that, like, oh my god, I'm talking to this girl, now we suddenly have to get married. Like, no. And then they panic and, like, dip. It's like, okay, nice talking to you.
Yeah, and then they just, like, ghost you, which is, like, the worst thing to do to people. And I will admit that I do it.
I'm gonna take a sip for that one.
Alright, I have ghosted people. I'm not proud of it, clearly. Like, I think it's just, like, for me, I want people to be honest with me, and I want them to tell me, like, I don't want to talk to you anymore or whatever. But,
honesty.
Like, I want honesty, but at the same time, like, I feel like I need to practice what I, like, want, you know, and what I preach. So
Can
it's
I
like,
just say,
that's a toss-up for
is
me,
upfront about what they want anymore. No one. So you get dodged around, and that's why I said, like, when they say you want to hang out, I didn't know what that meant. Like, I swear to God, I did not.
Yeah, you're like, what do you want?
I'm like, oh, are we going to, like, for a hike? Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Oh, like, that's what we're saying.
Oh.
Yeah.
Have you ghosted anyone?
A few times.
It's so tough, like, being honest. Like, it's hard to know what to say to someone.
Because you also don't want to make them feel like, oh, well, actually, I wasn't even interested, you know?
Yeah. And you, like, don't want to hurt their feelings at the same time. And it's almost like I feel like some people, and I don't know if I necessarily felt this way, but it's like, you don't want to kind of shut a door fully sometimes.
Yeah.
And so you're kind of, just like
their options open.
Kind of, yeah. And, like, that's the worst way of doing it, but, like, I feel like that's why people ghost originally, because it's like, well, I'm looking for someone better, but, like, I don't want to shut that door fully, like.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like the thing with ghosting is, it's another it's a part of it now. It's a part of it. And now it's not like, oh, like, you go on, like, a few days. Oh, well, no, I don't know, I guess.
And what really is considered ghosting? Like, let's say you go out on a date with somebody, you go on 2 dates with somebody, and then you're just really not interested in them, and you just stop talking to them. Is that ghosting, or is that...
that's ghosting.
Yeah?
Talia has a question.
2 dates is a lot of time.
I think it is.
I feel like you should just let them know. So.
She thinks we should let you guys know that we're gonna ghost.
Sorry.
I feel like,
that you're gonna ghost
in my
them.
recent experience, it's better to just let them know. Honestly, don't waste my time.
Yeah, don't waste, because then the person sits there wondering, like, oh, do they want to talk or not? Like, what happened? What did I do wrong? Like, it's better just to be honest.
I'm just gonna call y'all out on your hypocrisy, because a little bit keep saying that you're dating not out of convenience, or not saying, oh, I want a boyfriend right away. You're just talking to people. So what's wrong with 2 dates and saying, I just think we should just be friends? Why are you going to ghost them completely?
Yeah.
Okay.
I agree.
No, you're right.
I just think that's the lesson I learned. I'm at the point right now, and it's like, no hard feelings. Like, if you don't want to hang out again, that's fine. Well, now the question is, like, would you rather be ghosted, or would you rather know up front? Personally, I would rather just know up front.
I would rather know up front.
Chances are they were feeling the same way about you.
Yeah.
how would you start things off? Would you guys ever be bold enough to tell a guy that you want to go on a date with them?
I did.
I have.
Yeah.
Tell us.
Wait.
Are you a no?
You ever like
Raise your hand if you ever slid into a DM.
I've never done that. I think I'll just slide into DMs.
I never did. Never did.
I mean, why
DMs.
not?
Hasn't been strong enough for me to be the first one to be like, ooh, what's up,
I
daddy?
forgot to text.
Like,
someone.
no.
I mean, but you don't say it like that. You know
Or
what I'm
like
saying?
whatever. Hey, like whatever it is.
You've never
I haven't felt, like the love at first sight thing. Like
a first date. Like, have you ever contacted a guy and asked him out the very first time? Like, you weren't sure that he necessarily liked you, but you asked him out anyway.
I think I have. Yes.
I'm wondering, like, I'm
No,
really
I have
trying
to.
to think.
And then I think back to that movie, like, he's just not that into you. And if they're like, no, like, I can't, I'm really busy, then I'm like, alright.
That's it.
That's cool, I'll move on. Like, that's fine. For me, I'm like, I feel like I'm older now, and I feel like I'm in a position right now where, like I said, it's not like I'm husband hunting here, but it's like, I want to get out all the frogs before I find my prince. So it's like, why not just date around?
I mean, yeah, I think that there's absolutely nothing wrong with asking a guy out. It's just, it's nerve-wracking. Like, it's scary because you don't know if they like you or not.
I think
My advice is if you
it is.
go for it, you have nothing to lose.
Yeah.
And if you don't go for it, then you're potentially missing out on someone that was feeling the same anxiety about you, you know? And it's nice sometimes to put the shoe on the other foot. This is where the feminism comes in. It's nice to put the shoe on the other
It
foot
is.
and you make the move too. It's like you can't expect people to read your mind. You can't.
It brings me back to this modern dating. It's like that no one actually wants to go on dates anymore. So even though you have nothing to lose and you're putting yourself out there, it's like, how do we change that so that you can get a guy who wants to say yes? You know what I mean? Like, I think that's my struggle, or what I'm seeing is different
As
about
being
this
the
new
struggle.
dating world.
I don't know, because then if you message too much, you're clingy. If you don't message enough, then you're not worth it, because you don't want to have to work for it. So it's like that weird balance thing that doesn't exist, because nothing in this
It's like, so
world
do I...
is like, perfect.
Right. So, like, do I make that move and do I ask someone out on a date?
My thing is,
Will I ever get a yes?
if
Like,
two people want to be together, they will be. If they won't, they won't be.
I believe
If
that.
they
Yeah, but,
want
like-
it, they will.
Yeah, like what you were saying though, like, what's the word, if you don't ask for it, you're never gonna get it. And the worst thing that they can say is no.
No.
Which, obviously that stings. Like,
Actually, no.
someone saying no, like, that hurts a little bit,
We
but...
talked about it. The worst thing that they could do is ghost you.
Yeah, like, how do you navigate through this new dating world? Like, how do you...
You don't.
I mean, I think that it's different for everybody, just dating in general is different for each person.
Yeah.
And you don't think so?
It is. I just think that...
I think it also depends on how much you care as
Yeah.
well. Like, it's, some people are going to hold on to things more than others are going to.
Yeah.
So I think it's hard to, like, this is, like, a concrete way of, like, going through the modern dating. You know
that's
what
not
I'm
what I
saying?
meant. That's not what I
No,
meant.
I know, but, like, there isn't necessarily, like, this is how you survive.
My sage advice to any people out there snicking for love or whatever it is, have patience.
Patience.
Have patience and don't be afraid to take a chance every so often. 'Cause you never know.
Do we think that this technological era that has made such a huge impact on this dating world will change? Like, not that we'll steer away from technology, but maybe it'll get better, like back to what it used to be, or is this
I think we're
gonna
just
stick for a while?
I don't know. I feel like it's going to stick for a while.
I'm like
I
worried
think.
for my future.
I just feel like everyone's so attached to their phone, which makes
Yeah.
them less likely to talk to strangers, like, and meet new people and things like that. So just in general, like, it's not just the dating apps, it's all of the whole thing about a phone, like, having
It's
that.
a trend.
Well,
I think it'll
you
fade
think so?
out. Yeah, people are gonna get tired of being alone and being so secluded. Like like you see an uptick in depression and anxiety and all that, and people are gonna be like, some brilliant person, like in a few years from now, is gonna be like, you know what? Socializing helps bring down anxiety naturally.
Yes.
Holistic remedy.
I encourage all of you to just, my advice, I guess, is to be social, meet people, talk to people,
Take your
and
time.
take the pressure off of it. Like, don't think about marriage, don't think about a relationship. just be social, you know? Hang out. If you don't want to hang out, don't hang out. And I don't mean hang out the way they mean hang out. I just mean, like, actually go to dinner and, like, just be social. Like, I think that's the best way to live. I don't know.
I mean, I think my thing is you have to love yourself first, and you have to know yourself well enough to know that, yes, you want a relationship, because we talked about whether, you know, are you doing it out of convenience or because you actually really want to be in a relationship. So I think you have to know yourself and know, you know what, maybe right now it's time for me to be selfish and I don't really want to be in a relationship and I don't want to compromise and I think you have to be willing to compromise and all of that, and you have to feel like you are fully ready to be in a relationship before you're wasting someone else's time, essentially, if you're not ready for it and don't want it, you know? So I guess that would be my thing, like, love yourself.
I like that.
Yeah.
Well, tell us what you think.
Yeah, tell us what you guys think in the comments down below. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Comment down below with your advice or what you guys have been going through and what you guys see in the modern dating. And have a wonderful day. Bye, guys.
You should be in the middle.
No, just thinking.
It doesn't matter.
Really?
I don't think so.
No, it should get in the middle of the scene.
Okay.
No, because you're the host, so like you should
I mean,
be
I
in the
guess.
middle.
But Ellen always sits on that side.
Okay, Ellen.
I love how Ellen like decided like fate. Like it was like Ellen DeGeneres.
Oh, I thought you meant like
Wow.
Ellen, like your partner or something. I was
You
like,
have
what?
a point there.
Like,
she's a
come
powerful.
on.
My Starbies.
Yeah, I mean, hey
I
guys,
did for the intro. Sorry.
this bitch just interrupted my intro.
Come on.
Rude. We shut that door because I can still hear them talking downstairs.
Was it always open while I was sleeping?
It was open while you were sleeping. No one was here. Okay. All right. We're back to the.
Phoning a friend.
Wait, who is it?
Nancy.
Oh.
Hey, Nats.
Hey, what do you guys up to?
We are in the middle of recording a video on modern dating.
Yeah, I just think so.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna head there then.
Okay, look
You
forward
know,
to seeing
my
you.
next part doesn't start till 5:30.
Yeah. Come here for a little bit.
See you here.
See you later.
Bye.
Am I still allowed to ask questions, or are we going to
No,
be
you.
bombarded?
No. You can. I kind of like it. Like it's like you're the producer.
Should we
that's
tell
like,
who's asking?
You know
That's
what
what I thought my job was.
Creepy Boys, stage left is Talia.
Like it's gonna be an arrow with like it's gonna say Thalia in parentheses creepy voice.
Creepy Boys, stage left.
I'm just
beautiful
kidding.
voice.
It's so angelic. And if you guys like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and make sure you subscribe to my channel and have a wonderful day. Bye guys.
One more thing.
Oh,
before
God.
we go.
Girl, now I have to redo that
Hold on. If you are on Tinder and you happen to see me on there
Oh my
Let's
god.
go.
And you got a
Shameless
job.
plug.
and you got a 6-pack and you're a man, hit me up. Feel free.
Six
Oh my
pack.
God.
Super like,
Super
you know,
like.
single. Kind of ready to mingle.
Oh my
Kinda.
gosh, kinda. She's not totally sure.
We'll see. Buy me dinner.